Have you ever walked into a doctor's office, filled out a few forms, had your blood pressure taken, and walked right back out, thinking everything was fine? What if I told you that after 70, the most dangerous health issues are the ones you don't feel coming? No pain, no symptoms, no warning, just silence. Until it's too late. This video is not about scaring you, it's about empowering you. Because you've made it to 70, a place many people never reach. And now you have a choice, to leave things to chance, or take charge of the years ahead, starting with one conversation with your doctor and one action, a screening that could save your life. Today, we're going to walk through the most critical medical screenings every senior over 70 should ask about. Some of these may surprise you. Others may feel familiar, but misunderstood. But each one is a lifeline, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what your next step should be. Let's begin. Why screenings matter after 70. Once you reach your 70s, something profound happens. You become invisible to the world, to the media, sometimes even to the healthcare system. The messages out there tell you to take it easy, slow down, accept aging. But here's the truth, you're still living. And living means being proactive. Medical screenings are not about fear, they're about clarity. They're about knowing what's going on inside your body before it becomes a crisis. Because when you know, you can act. And when you act early, you stay in control. Many seniors delay tests out of fear, cost, or simply not knowing what to ask. But that delay can cost years of quality life. So let's go through each life-saving screening, not just with facts, but with the emotional reality behind why it matters. Number 1. Blood pressure. You feel fine, your heart's beating, no chest pain, all seems well. But what you don't feel is the silent pressure in your arteries. High blood pressure, or hypertension, is called the silent killer for a reason. It damages your heart, brain, and kidneys every single day without a sign. It's simple to test, just a cuff on your arm. But ignoring it could lead to a stroke, heart attack, or kidney failure. Your doctor might say, "It's just a little high." But in your 70s, there's no such thing as a little high. Take this seriously. Monitor it regularly. Adjust your meds or lifestyle if needed. This isn't just about numbers. It's about staying alive. Number 2. Colorectal cancer screening. No one likes to talk about colonoscopies. It's awkward. It's uncomfortable. It's easy to ignore. But colorectal cancer is the second leading cause of cancer death, and it grows slowly, quietly, without pain, for years. A simple stool test or colonoscopy could detect it early, before you feel anything. Jim was 72 when his doctor gently reminded him it was time for a colonoscopy. "Maybe next year," he said, waving it off. He felt healthy. He walked every morning, ate his vegetables. What was there to worry about? But 2 years later, at 74, Jim was in the emergency room with sharp stomach pain. Tests revealed stage 3 colon cancer. His doctor said, "If we'd caught this earlier, it would have been so different." Jim survived, but not without a long, painful fight. Chemotherapy, surgeries, months of recovery. All of it could have been avoided with one screening. Think about that. A 30-minute screening could catch something that's been silently growing for a decade. Isn't that worth the discomfort? Number 3. Bone density. DEXA scan. Your bones hold you up. They carry your memories, weddings, walks, grandchildren's hugs. But aging takes its toll. After 70, many people begin to lose bone density, and they don't notice until they fall. One fall, one broken hip, that's all it takes to change everything. This test is painless, no needles, no prep. But it gives you power, power to prevent the fall that could end your independence. Margaret loved tending to her rose garden. At 77, she still prided herself on doing things herself, watering the plants, trimming the hedges. One morning, she tripped on a loose brick in the yard, a simple fall. But her hip shattered. The doctor told her she had severe osteoporosis, the kind that could have been spotted years ago. She spent 6 months in rehab, and even after healing, Margaret never truly walked the same. "I lost more than my hip that day," she said. "I lost my freedom." A 15-minute bone scan could have warned her before it was too late. Number 4. Vision screening, glaucoma and macular degeneration. You think your vision's just not as sharp. You squint more. Maybe you need brighter lights. But vision loss after 70 isn't just about glasses. It can be permanent and preventable if caught early. Glaucoma creeps in with no pain. Macular degeneration dims your central vision until faces become shadows. But eye doctors can catch these early and treat them. Don't let the world fade away. Get your eyes checked annually. Number 5. Hearing test. You miss parts of conversations. The TV's louder. You ask, "What?" more often. It might feel harmless. It's not. Hearing loss is linked to depression, isolation, even dementia, because when you can't hear the world, you start withdrawing from it. A simple hearing test, and the right device, could reconnect you with everything you love. Harold was the quiet one in the family. He used to laugh the loudest at his grandson's jokes, loved telling stories around the table. But lately, he just smiled and nodded, even when he hadn't caught the words. He didn't want to admit it, but he was missing more than just sounds. He was missing connection. His daughter finally convinced him to take a hearing test. The audiologist smiled gently. "This happens to almost everyone your age." A hearing aid changed everything. "I can hear the laughter again," Harold said, "and it feels like life came back." Number 6. A1C. Test for blood sugar, diabetes. You don't eat much sugar, you feel fine, so why test? Because type 2 diabetes doesn't knock on the door. It slips in quietly, damaging your nerves, eyes, kidneys. An A1C test reveals how your body's handling sugar over time. And if the numbers are creeping up, you still have time to stop it. Evelyn never thought she was at risk for diabetes. She wasn't overweight. She didn't eat much sugar. But at her 73rd birthday checkup, her A1C was 7.1. She was diabetic, and she had no idea. Her doctor explained how it had likely been building for years. Her eyesight was already changing. Her feet tingled at night. She had brushed it all off as getting older. Now, with changes in diet, medication, and daily walks, Evelyn is healthy and thriving. "I wish I'd checked sooner," she says, "but I'm glad I still have time to take control." Number 7. Thyroid function test. Feeling tired all the time? Gaining weight? Cold hands? Foggy brain? It might not be just aging. It could be your thyroid. Thyroid imbalance is common after 70 and often misdiagnosed, but one blood test can reveal the truth, and treatment can bring you back to life. Number 8. Depression screening, cognitive testing. You're not weak for feeling sad. You're not broken for forgetting things. Mental health matters, and it matters even more as you age. Depression and early dementia signs can be treated if someone takes the time to ask the right questions. Your doctor can, but so can you. Say something. Get screened. You deserve clarity and peace of mind. Thomas was always sharp, a chess player, a poet, A man who remembered every grandchild's birthday. But one day he forgot the name of his favorite park. Then his grandson's birthday. Then where he'd parked his car. 3 times in 1 week. His wife, Susan, knew something was wrong. At 75, Thomas was diagnosed with early-stage Alzheimer's. It was a painful truth, but a powerful one, because now they could plan. They could talk. They could prepare. "I'd rather know," Thomas said quietly, "than fade without saying goodbye." Number 9. Skin cancer screening. You spent a lifetime in the sun, working, walking, loving the outdoors. But skin cancer doesn't care how kind you are. It only cares about opportunity. A mole that changes shape. A spot that doesn't heal. Early detection makes all the difference. Get a full-body check annually. It could save your life. Number 10. Abdominal aortic aneurysm. It sounds complicated, but it's simple and deadly if missed. An aneurysm is a ballooning artery. If it bursts, it's often fatal. An ultrasound can catch it before that happens. If you're a man over 65 who ever smoked, this test could be a lifesaver. Number 11. Cholesterol panel. Lipid profile. You can't feel your cholesterol building up in your arteries, but one day you feel a crushing pain in your chest. Heart attacks don't wait for permission. They strike without warning. A simple blood test tells you the truth, and that truth gives you a chance to change course before it's too late. Number 12. Prostate, breast, cervical screenings. Your age doesn't erase risk. For men, prostate checks. For women, breast exams and cervical cancer screenings may still be necessary. These decisions should be personalized, but ignoring them altogether? That's the real danger. You've come this far, and that means something. You care about your health. You care about your time. And maybe, just maybe, you care about the people who still count on you to be here. These screenings aren't just about numbers, tests, or clinics. They're about choosing to stay in the picture, longer, stronger, with more mornings to wake up to, more memories to make, and more love to give. So if this video helped you in any way, if it made you think, if it made you feel seen, if it reminded you of your worth, please take a moment to like this video. It tells the platform this message matters, and if you want more honest, respectful, and helpful content made especially for people like you, click subscribe. Join this small but growing community of wise, brave, and powerful people who know that life doesn't end at 70. In many ways, it just begins. Take care of yourself. Stay curious. Stay kind. And remember, you are not alone.